Hello everyone, today's video is an introduction to the app Paper by Fiftythree. Opening the app, you're presented with the journal view. Tapping on the upper right, you get a few links for the welcome guide, Fiftythree's web store or shop, where you can actually purchase the pencil stylus. Also the online support, and the Made with Paper blog, which features art from other paper users. The tools will restore the color palettes to their original colors, and below that you have the options for the configuring the pencil stylus and the Pogo Connect stylus, and also the presentation mode, which allows the display to be shown without the toolbar when you're connected to a VGA or HDMI adapter. Now, tapping on the little eye in the upper right of the journal, you can rename the journal. You can also change the cover by importing a image from your camera roll or selecting one of the preset colors or images for the cover. Swiping back and forth, you can go between your journals, and the buttons at the bottom, if you click on the middle button, you can export the journal into another app, or you can send it as a PDF through email, and also create a book based off of 15 images of your choice. Clicking on the plus sign will create a new journal, and tapping on the trash can will delete the journal. Tapping the journal itself will open up like a book, and you can switch between pages by swiping left or right. And like the journal view, tapping on the plus symbol will create a new page, and tapping the trash can will delete the page. Tapping on the middle button will give you export options to Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, and also your camera roll, and send the page as an attachment as a PNG file. Tapping on each of the options, you get different settings. Like tapping on the Tumblr option, you get to put in a description. Twitter gives you opportunity to add hashtags, and also tapping on the camera roll will allow you to save the background. This comes in handy when you're trying to import the image into another app as a separate layer. Another nice feature is the ability to duplicate pages. By tapping and holding the plus symbol, you can duplicate any page in the journal. This comes in handy when you're working with sketches, if you want to try different color schemes or different techniques with the tools. And you can also duplicate the entire journal by going back to the journal view and tapping and holding the plus symbol. I use this technique quite often when I'm working in different projects, different stages. I'll duplicate the page if I want to try setting up like new backgrounds or whatnot. And now for the fun part, actually tapping into the page. You get the toolbar here. You can access the toolbar by sliding up from the bottom. You got your basic tools, the eraser, the fountain pen or quill tool, the pencil tool, the marker tool or highlighter, the fine tip pen, and the brush. Now way over to the left we have the activator for the pencil stylus. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn on the picture view so you can see what I'm talking about. And go ahead and deactivate by tapping and holding the area. And to activate it once again, tap and hold the activation area with the stylus. There we go. Now it's activated. Now we're just going to do a quick tap test, make sure everything's working properly. And just a few taps will be good to go. Showing you the color mixer here. You can change colors by rotating clockwise and counterclockwise. I'll be doing a more in-depth tutorial on the color mixer, which I think is one of the best features of paper. And over to the right you have the static color palettes. Now quickly I just wanted to show the eraser tool once the pencil stylus is activated. And just flip the stylus over and just use it like a regular pencil eraser. Now you can actually deactivate the stylus by using your finger or another stylus. Just tap and hold the activation area, and now the eraser becomes like a normal rubber tip stylus. And you can also undo mistakes by using a two-finger gesture called the two-finger rewind. And you can also roll back the other direction, but normally just use your two fingers to rewind. Now another feature that I use quite a bit in paper is the page fill. By tapping and holding a color from the static palettes and dragging it out to the drawing area and releasing, it fills the page with that color. And this comes in handy when you're doing scenes or landscape scenes. You want to fill the background with like a light blue for sky. And also, I'll show you in just a minute why I use this technique is generally the eraser tool is not quite small enough to get into really tight areas in the drawing. Like here, just flipping it around and see there, you can see the outline of the eraser area and just trying to erase. It's about as thin as it'll go. And by using the page fill and the other tools, I can get into some really advanced techniques, and I'll cover those in future tutorials. Right now we're just going to go back to the color mixer. By tapping the small circle within the color mixer, you can actually change the hue at the top. In the middle, you can actually change the whiteness or brightness level, and at the bottom you got your darks and black level at the bottom here. So by using these sliders, you can actually get to any color within the spectrum, and set that in the color mixer. And we'll also cover that in another video tutorial. Once you have the color that you want, you can simply use that to fill the page, or you can drag and drop into the static color palettes over on the right and start building your own custom color palettes. I like to fill the bottom two slots with white and black, and if I'm working in a particular project, I can replace those slots with the custom color within the project, and when I'm done I can quickly change them back to black and white. Now I know a lot of people complain about the price of paper, but the color mixer for me it was well worth the price, and it alone is really what keeps me using paper. Now I just want to go over quickly features specific for the pencil stylus. I'm starting with the brush tool here and trying to make some marks with my finger. You'll notice that nothing is being shown, and going back over with my finger the areas that were covered with the brush, it blends, and I can actually pull the color depending on my speed. I can pull almost about like an inch until it fades, and that feature is kind of nice with this new pencil stylus. It is only specific with the pencil stylus and when it is activated. As you can see here, the brush being applied without the activation leaves marks from the brush tool. And also just a quick technique with the brush, and I'll go further into depth. It's not pressure sensitive, but you can see that it, depending on the speed and the stroke of your fingers or stylus, that you can kind of manipulate on how intense the brush stroke shows up.
Thanks for watching my video. Hope you like what you saw. If you do, give it a thumbs up down below. I'll be making more videos on advanced tips and techniques for using paper. And if you want to catch those, please subscribe to my channel.
Thanks for watching. Bye.